right about now on Kababayan, LA, more particularly the fabulous dishes that will be served at the kickoff party for the Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. Joining me this afternoon on the show, a new face. Nick is the owner, or he cooks?
Co-owner.
Co-owner of La Isla Cocina. And tell us a little bit about La Isla Cocina.
It's basically our family-run business. We opened in April. We're based in Eagle Rock, and we're trying to basically bring Filipino food to the mainstream.
And these two dishes are from La Isla Cocina that we're going to be talking about in just a little while. Marvin is back on Kababayan, LA after a long time. How have you been?
Yeah,
2-3 years?
Maybe 2. I'm good. Everything's good.
And you have a book.
I have a book coming out. My cookbook, the Adobo Road Cookbook, is due out in May of next year, but it's actually available for pre-order on Amazon. So
let me just say that so many, for those of you who, may have forgotten, Marvin is the co-founder of the first gourmet or Filipino gourmet food truck called Manila Machine. Everyone is just sad that it's gone.
Well,
is it ever coming back?
Probably not, no.
Or even just as a cafe, as a restaurant?
Probably not. If there's one thing I learned from that, I mean, we had fun doing it, and it was great. We had a lot of success, but I learned that it was tough. As Nick knows, the restaurant life is a tough life. So
really, I know that Filipino restaurants, it's tough because then you have, like you said, you want to introduce it to the mainstream audience because otherwise you're stuck with a Filipino community, and we are a large community, but still it won't sustain you.
Right.
How are you planning to introduce Filipino dishes to mainstream?
Well, with dishes like these, our vegetarian kare-kare, we're kind of trying to branch out to different populations even with our wild rice. Instead of using just plain white rice, people are being a little more health conscious these days, so we're trying to make Filipino food a little more friendlier to the health conscious people too.
Health conscious, yes, healthier. But one aspect of the kare-kare, you can't really enjoy it without the bagoong. How are you introducing bagoong to the non-Filipinos?
Our bagoong actually is vegetarian as well. So it doesn't have any meat in it, no shrimp, no fish. It's all made out of soybean. And these are all recipes, home recipes from my mom.
Right, and you make it...
I've had that bagoong, and it tastes like the real deal, even though it's vegetarian, so it's really good.
And Marvin, people are missing Manila Machine, but they can still catch your cooking in the upcoming kickoff dinner for Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. Tell me about what's going to happen September 6th.
Well, myself and Isla Cocina are teaming up, and we are having a fundraising event for FPAC, which is next weekend. And what we're doing is, again, we're both, all of us are trying to introduce Filipino food and culture to everyone who has a mouth and taste buds. And so we're teaming up, and I'll be cooking and previewing just a few dishes for my cookbook, and then Isla will be hosting.
We have some of the pictures. If we can put those pictures up so Marvin can talk a little bit about these dishes. I know that the cookbook, it features a lot of dishes. How long did it take you to, master the recipes?
I don't know if I could call myself a master yet. I'm still learning, quite honestly. But there's maybe 99 recipes in the cookbook. And it took me a year to just write the manuscript.
Tell me, for example, this one. What is this?
That is my pork belly and pineapple adobo. People might remember that from the Manila Machine.
I love adobo with pineapple. It just lends a little sweetness to the dish.
It's a good balance between the fatty pork and
the healthy
sweet
pineapple.
Right, exactly. So if people are missing that, look forward to my cookbook. And I might be previewing that next Thursday as well.
Wow, might. So you haven't decided yet?
I've decided, but I might change my mind on a couple of things.
Right. What about this dish, Nick? Is this something that we'll also see or get to try on Thursday?
We're still working out the details, whether we're going to do a full menu or just kind of showcase Marvin's recipes that night. But you can get it every other night at our restaurant. This one is not so much for the health conscious, but more for the foodie.
Because this is
this is sisig. It's basically pork belly seasoned and re-stir fried in vinaigrette, and it's just really tasty. Something that you would probably eat with beer.
How long have you been cooking?
I've kind of been cooking at home with my mom since I was a kid.
I don't necessarily cook at the restaurant. We've hired a lot of chefs, actually out of Le Cordon Bleu, and so we have a lot of professionally trained chefs working for us, working with my mom's recipes.
So Marvin, would you rather be doing business? Would you rather be an entrepreneur? Would you rather be a cookbook author? Would you rather be a chef? Would you rather be cooking? What would you rather be doing?
I am a writer. I like writing. I like writing about food, and it's something I've been doing with my blog and continuing to do now. So that's something I love to do, and it's something I hope to continue to do. So that's what I'm doing.
I would rather be eating. So we'll pause for a break so I can taste both these. Again, join us on Thursday. That's going to be the kickoff dinner. It's a fundraising dinner also for the Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. Information on the screen. We will be right back for more. Don't go away.